wonder how I got here. I freaking love Sergeant of Ban.
My name is Walter Hartwell White. I live at 308 Negra Arroyo Lane, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 87104.